Hey there, good morning. What are you procrastinating about? What is it that you should be and could be doing that you are procrastinating? Leave me a comment. What are you procrastinating about? Hey there, Dr. Goodness, Elena, hello. What are you procrastinating? Today I'm going to be talking about procrastination. What causes procrastination, right? Procrastination is an effect. I hope you're having a good Tuesday. I hope you're having a good Tuesday. And what are you procrastinating about? Pandemic time, anxiety, politics, businesses, opening, closing, so much stuff going on. If you can hear me and see me well, do me a favor, hit the love button and just let me know, John, we got you covered. Tuesday mornings, I do this live Achieve Even More show. What are you procrastinating about? Do you know the cause of procrastination? Can you guess the number one cause of procrastination? What is the number one cause of procrastination? Anybody guess? I've talked about this before, but I like to always start off and assume maybe this is your first time. Is this your first time joining me on my Achieve Even More show? I do it live on Facebook and Instagram every week. So what's the number one thing you're procrastinating? Let me know. I'll say hello to you and read your name. I'm on 2 different platforms right now. And so what are you procrastinating about? All right. We've got people from the Philippines and people from India. All right. Sunshine Araya says fear. How many of you think it's fear? You procrastinated because of fear, right? So Nikki, fear and belief, procrastination of doing exercise. Why? But procrastination is something that everybody does, but why are we doing it? Why are we doing it? That's the more important question. What do you think is more important to focus on? Cause or effect? Cause or effect? Do you think it's better to focus on the cause of something, or do you think it's worth focusing on just the effect of something? Hello there, Georgiana from Romania. Hello there, Taylor. Hello, hello, hello. Lack of will, right? So lack of will is actually not a lack of will, it's lack of purpose. The number one reason for procrastination, in my opinion, is fear. Fear. Now there's, fear is a very, very big, overall broad concept, right? Fear is an emotion that's triggered in our subconscious mind. But what do you think is the cause of fear, right? Fear is an effect, right? So fear is not what holds you back, right? Fear is an effect based on what's happening in the subconscious mind, right? So what do you think is causing, let's say it's fear. Let's say fear is causing you to procrastinate. What do you think it's fear of? Hey there, Phil Gordon and Harumi and Kumiko. Hello, Kumiko. So fear of success. So is it really fear of success, Kumiko, that is holding? Sorry, my alarm went off. Kumiko, what does it mean if you achieve success? So fear of success. Isn't it the meaning that you have at a subconscious level of if I am successful, here's what it means? And it must mean that the meaning is negative or disempowering you or destructive. Isn't that what is actually happening in the subconscious mind? Right? So think about that for a moment, Kumiko. Hi there, Paplotlita. Right? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Fear is not the problem, right? What's causing the activation of the fear signal in our brain? We have on the left side of our brain, and on the right side of the brain, we have this thing called the amygdala. It's like a piece of almond. It looks like an almond, right? So it's an almond-shaped piece of mass, and it's an emotional response system in the brain, right? Based on the meanings that we've given things, right? So if fear holds us back, so think about this. You have a vision or a goal that you want to achieve. So can you type out something that you want to do that you are procrastinating about? All right. And Josie, you should turn up your volume. My volume is on high. Right? So is it possible that you have something that you know you should do or want to do, but you're not doing it. You're procrastinating doing it. Let's dive deeper into why are you procrastinating, and I'll give you a couple techniques on how to eliminate the procrastination. Right? Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Dia. Right? So your beliefs are the cause, right, Dia? Good morning, Sarah. Your copy of my book, Inner Size, arrived? Yeah. For anybody who wants to go deeper on this, pick up my newest best-selling book, Inner Size, The New Science to Unlock Your Brain's Hidden Power. Thank you, Sarah, for picking it up. So what do you have that you are procrastinating? Type in one thing that you're procrastinating. And, all right, so David Leo Dorleans says, you're procrastinating writing a script. So I want you to start off, okay, anything you're procrastinating, start off with, the reason I'm procrastinating is, and write the answer to that. So I'm procrastinating because, right, I'm procrastinating because, and see if you can get the answer to why you're really procrastinating. I'm procrastinating because, for example, okay, and I'm doing a little exercise with Stephen, who wrote down he's procrastinating writing a script, I think, like for a manuscript or a script for a movie or something like that. So I'm procrastinating because, and write down the answer. So tell me the reason, okay, that you're procrastinating. I'm procrastinating because, I fear that when people read it, they won't like it. And what does that mean? So if somebody reads it and doesn't like it, if somebody sees it, it doesn't like it, if I fail, then what does that mean? All right, what does that mean? If we go deeper than the surface of procrastination, we're going to find that the meaning that we give something determines the neurochemistry, right? The neurotransmitters that are released in our bloodstream that cause us to feel a certain way. And based on how our brain works, pay close attention, right? Based on the way our brain works, we move away from what we don't want more than we move towards what we do want. Let me repeat that. We move away automatically from what we don't want, whether it's we don't want to experience it, hear it, feel it, see it. We move away from what we don't want faster than we move towards what we do want. Okay? Does that make sense? So if you write down, the reason I'm procrastinating is, I fear failure, I fear success, I fear disappointing myself, I fear being embarrassed or ashamed or ridiculed or judged, I fear fill in the blank. Right, then what you do is once you understand what the real cause is, then you ask yourself this question. If, let's say, I fear being embarrassed or ashamed or ridiculed or judged, doesn't that mean that my self-image of who I am is in question? And so if I do this thing, if I follow through and do this thing, and somebody embarrasses me or tries to, or I feel ashamed, or somebody ridicules me, or somebody just says, that's a bunch of crap that you just did, doesn't that mean that I am concerned with what other people think of me, and that's what's really holding me back? So why would I want to subject myself to that type of scrutiny? Does that make sense? So the real cause of procrastination in many cases when we have fear is the meaning that we've given other people's opinion of us. The meaning that we've given what failure means. The meaning that we've given, okay, whatever may happen as a result of doing the thing. It may not be good enough. It may not be valued enough. It may not be, up to the standards that I see myself having for myself. So Sharon says, fear of being rejected. So if I'm afraid of being rejected, then why would I want to put myself through that feeling of not being good enough, not being smart enough, not being worthy enough? I'm going to move away from that as quickly as possible. And the best way to move away from that is to not follow through to do the thing that I need to do or want to do in order to actually achieve my goal or dream. Does that make sense? If it makes sense, give me a little like or love. All right, we're talking about the neuroscience of procrastination now. All right. The meaning I give anything determines how I feel. Somebody type it in. The meaning I give anything determines how I feel, and how I feel will determine whether I take action or I don't. If I feel threatened, if I feel that I might be embarrassed or ashamed or ridiculed or judged, if I feel that I might be rejected, if I feel that I might cause myself any mental, emotional, physical, financial, or spiritual pain, then I'm not going to take action because my biology is wired to move away from anything that might cause me real or imagined pain or discomfort. Did you get any ahas yet? Did you get any ahas? I hope you enjoy my Tuesday morning Achieve Even More shows. All right, so Shanti, the meaning I give anything determines how I feel. Right? How I feel determines whether I will take action or I retreat into safety. Right? Our brain is wired for what? Survival first, safety second, which safety, emotional, mental, physical, financial, spiritual safety second, conservation of energy third. So it does the first two very, very, very fast in billions of seconds, and then we move towards pleasure, okay, or gain. So let me ask you a question. Is it possible to change the meaning of something so that we diffuse the negative or disempowering one? Is it possible to do that? So can I change the meaning? If, let's say, I have something that I'm procrastinating and I haven't been taking action. All right? I haven't been taking action for whatever reason it is. It's a protective mechanism, right? To protect my self-image or because of fear. So let's say that there's something I need to be taking action on. Let's say I can uncover the real reason I'm not taking action through the exercise that I gave you, all right? Is there a way to change the meaning of what it means if somebody rejects me? What does it mean if, somebody tries to embarrass me? What does it mean if I don't do my best work the first time? What does it mean if I fail? What can I change the meaning of anything so that I am empowered instead of disempowered? Pay close attention to the question. Can I change the meaning? Can I deliberately change the meaning of anything so that it lifts me up instead of puts me down? So let me share a story with you that might help you. When I was 19 years old, I got into real estate. I had no experience in real estate, no experience in selling, no experience in marketing, no experience in anything. I just was brand new in real estate, but I was on commission only, so that I had to sell in order to pay for food and for clothing. And I was asked to make 100 phone calls a day. And I was calling people I didn't know. And basically I had to pick up the phone, go, "Hi, this is John Assaraf with Allen Brown Real Estate. Do you want to sell your home?" Right? Because I was looking for people who want to sell their home. And all day long, people would hang up on me. All day long, people would say, "What the hell are you calling me for? Don't you know you're cold calling?" Click, 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 click. And initially I was like, "Oh my God, people are mad at me. Oh my God, people think I'm an idiot. People think I'm a jerk. People think I'm rude. People think I'm invading their privacy." And in some cases, that's true. I wasn't rude. But one of my mentors said, "Listen, when you are calling somebody and you're interrupting them, maybe you are interrupting them. Maybe, as long as you're kind and nice, how they behave shouldn't affect what you think about yourself. You're a kind young man, and you're trying to help people sell their home. You're trying to help people buy their home. So whenever somebody gets mad at you, don't own what they say or how they react. They own what they say and how they react. You reinforce your own self-image with, I'm just trying to help people and I'm doing the very best I can to learn and to grow, and it doesn't matter how many people hang up, I'm going to find one or two people that actually need my services. So that little reframe got me away from feeling fearful that somebody would reject me or try to embarrass me or hang up on me or call me names or swear at me. And then what my mentor also said is, listen, out of 100 people that you call, only one might be interested. But that one could help you make a sale. And so in sales, they're not rejecting you as a person, they're rejecting what you're offering them. They're rejecting, whatever the product or service is. So is it possible to change the meaning of anything so that you are empowered instead of disempowered? Is it possible that if somebody says something about your work, somebody says something about you, somebody says something about the way you look, somebody says something about what you do or don't do, somebody says something about what you should do or shouldn't do, could have, could not, could you say their opinion is great, and I choose not to accept it because I am learning and growing. I am becoming more each and every day. I am willing to risk failure. I'm willing to risk being embarrassed, ashamed, ridiculed, judged, so that I can learn and grow and become better and upgrade my knowledge and skills so that I am empowered and I achieve all my goals and dreams instead of allowing somebody else's opinion or while I'm learning and allowing failure to hold me back. Is it possible for you to change the meaning at the conscious and subconscious level so that you take inspired action? Is it possible? I'm just saying, I don't know anything about this stuff, but is it possible that at a subconscious level, the meaning you're giving, whatever it is that might be the outcome of your behavior, is negative, causing cortisol, epinephrine, or norepinephrine to run through your bloodstream and puts the brakes on your behavior so that you don't take action and instead you reinforce low self-image, low self-esteem, disempowered state, fears that may be holding you back? You see, you're either going to reinforce your low self-esteem or you're going to reinforce a positive self-esteem because you're going to take action. You're either going to reinforce the reasons to become or be fearful, whether it's fear of success, failure, disappointing yourself or others, embarrassment, shame, ridicule, or judged, or you're going to overcome those fears and you become empowered and you become better at managing emotions. Is it possible that you can learn how to do that? Of course it is. You have a brain. You're not your brain. Your brain is releasing neurotransmitters every second of every day with every thought, every emotion, every behavior. You're reinforcing patterns. And either those patterns are positive or negative, constructive or destructive, empowering you or disempowering you. Stop being a victim of your subconscious patterns. Start becoming victorious because you're going to upgrade your knowledge and your skill on how to do this for yourself. You have unlimited power and potential. And by the way, if you want more training like this, my team shared with me that there's a training that I did on overcoming procrastination. I'll ask them to put a link on Facebook right now and a link in my bio on Instagram. I think it's about an hour and 15 minutes. If you like this kind of stuff, I'll go deeper with you with some additional techniques. I gave you, a couple earlier, right? So patterns is what your brain and my brain naturally does all day long, every day. Repeats patterns, reinforces patterns to conserve energy. Whether they're good patterns, bad patterns, whether they help you or they don't, once you become conditioned, you develop a habitual way of thinking and feeling and behaving, and then you reinforce those patterns because that's how your brain works. I didn't, you're our maker, whatever you want to call it, is who created our brains. And so tell me one thing you're procrastinating right now that you would love to stop procrastinating. Type it into the chat right there and onto my Facebook page right there. right? Hey, there's Sunshine Araya. Does that make sense? Does this make sense to you? Listen, I don't know how old you are, but the faster you start to, master your own mindset and master your own emotions, that's what it's going to take to master your behaviors and results. If you don't master your mindset and you don't master your emotions, how could you ever master your behaviors? Like, how could you ever master behaviors without mastering your mindset? I do have a question, right? I do have a question for you. Do you believe, and this is for everybody, do you believe, and maybe you can just type in the answer so I can see it, do you believe that mindset is what separates the best from the rest? Do you believe that? I'm going to wait to see the response because sometimes there's a 3 or 4 second delay. Do you believe that mindset is what separates the best from the rest? My Instagram fans and followers, what do you think? Yes or no? Just type it in. I want to see it. What about my Facebook friends? I'm both on Instagram Live here, Facebook Live here. Do these both sessions. I wish there was a technology that allowed me to integrate it to just do one. Right? So do you believe that mindset is what separates the best from the rest? And so everybody on Facebook is saying absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. Hi there, Salim. Hi there, Salim. And Andrea, can you make a note for me to call my friend Salim for summer? So 100%. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Kumiko. So abso-frickin-lutely. Yeah, so everybody's saying mindset is what separates the rest from the best from the rest. So here's my question for you. Do you practice strengthening your mindset every day? Do you practice strengthening your mindset every day? And if you do, how? How? If you do, if you believe that mindset is what separates the best from the rest, and my question then is, how do you strengthen your mindset? How do you strengthen your mindset? I mean, I know if you want to strengthen your muscles and physical organs, you can exercise, right? But how do you strengthen your mindset? What mental or emotional techniques are you using to strengthen your mindset every single day? Right? It's important. It's what separates the best from the rest, right? And so Vishal says affirmations, meditation, awesome, awesome, awesome. I love it, right? So mindset's what separates the best from the rest. So what are you doing to strengthen mindset, right? So Hector, hey Hector, nice to see you on. You're inner size for your brain, right? So visualizations. Visualization is simulation, meditation, mindfulness, affirmations, declarations, mental contrasting, tapping, EMDR. There are a series of mental and emotional exercises that you can do every single day, right? Being aware of your emotions and your thoughts, absolutely. You can flip-flop between emotions, just like a Hollywood actor or actress does, right? So you can do that. So Gabriel, meditate is a corrupted word in English. It means nothing. Well, it may mean nothing to you. It means a lot to me and to a lot of other people. So Sridhar, watching motivational videos, and I'm hoping that it's also, taking action. Sarah says morning routines, affirmations, meditations, 3 big bold steps, review vision board and goals. Way to go, Sarah Booth. Awesome. Awesome. So listen, we've talked about procrastination. We've talked about, some exercises to be able to achieve your goals and dreams. And I just want to leave you with this. 2 things. Number 1, if you want to go deeper on eliminating procrastination, I've got a great training that my team put up in the bio area on Instagram and in the chat here on Facebook. But I want to leave you with this. Don't allow procrastination to hold you back, okay? Procrastination is an effect. I want you to start thinking of effects versus cause. right? So if you're not taking action, ask yourself why. If you're taking action and stopping, ask yourself why. If you are fearful of what other people say, of being embarrassed, ashamed, ridiculed, or judged, change the meaning that you have at the subconscious level of what it means if somebody embarrasses you, or why are you shaming yourself, right? Because we're gonna always come up against limiting beliefs, fears, or self-image. And a lot of times we procrastinate because we don't have the knowledge or the skills. And if we don't have the knowledge or the skills we need, then that triggers the uncertainty, anxiety trigger and circuit in our brain, which actually deactivates the motivational center in the brain. We know the reasons why. You need some techniques and tools to understand procrastination and eliminate it, okay? If you like that I do these on Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock Pacific time, 12 o'clock New York, give me a love over here on Instagram and give me a little comment here. And by the way, can you share this? If you like this, share this on Instagram. There's a little share button. And if you enjoy this on Facebook, do you mind sharing it with other people? Many of you know my goal is to help inspire you, strengthen your mindset, give you more emotional control so that you can actually overcome any of the mental and emotional obstacles that are holding you back. It's not a matter of knowledge or skills. We know how to achieve just about anything on this beautiful blue planet, all right? So I'm gonna give you a high five. Thanks for joining me today, and sign up for the procrastination, share this. Have a great day. We will see you next Tuesday at this time, all right? Bye, everyone.